first step toward defining your meal plans is to select which recipes you'll be using within those meal plans. You can start by clicking on My Recipes from the home page. And this will bring you to the list of your recipes that have either been created from scratch or added from the WHOLESUM cookbook. To add to this list, which will be blank when you start, you can either add a recipe from the WHOLESUM cookbook by clicking on Add Recipe from WHOLESUM cookbook. Scrolling through the list of the many options that are available within this cookbook, once you've found the right recipe for your groups, you can either explore that recipe by clicking on the name or simply click Add to My Recipes to make that recipe available for all future groups. It's likely that you'll also want to create several recipes from scratch, the ones that you frequently use with your groups, and you can do that by clicking Create New Recipe. And here you'll get a chance to define all of the important information that will be needed in order to find this recipe in the future and include all of the ingredients and scale it to size to meet the needs of your group. So we can start by giving this recipe a name. Let's pick something simple like Cheerios and milk. Next, you'll define how many servings per recipe. So this is an effort to define the number of individuals that will be served by the quantities that we're going to list below. In this case, let's say we're creating a recipe that would serve 2 individuals. Next, we'll define the quantities, units, and ingredients, and optionally store for each ingredient within this recipe. So let's say we need 3 cups of Cheerios from the grocery store. And we'll want to remove this row. We'll want 2 cups of milk. And as I type, you'll notice that it's searching other recipes to find if there's an ingredient match. And this will allow those ingredients to be combined on the final shopping list in case multiple recipes use the same ingredient. I'll scroll down, and the next steps are optional, but important if you'd like to use some of the filter functions in the meal planning to exclude dietary restrictions, to filter based on the category of meal being served, or to add some of your own custom tags. So we can say that this meal contains some wheat and gluten. It also contains some dairy. If you'd like to include some recipe instructions, you can type them here. And then we can say this is it's not a beverage, this is a breakfast. If you want to create any custom tags that you can use for filtering and searching, you can type them here and just separate them with a comma. So we can say quick and easy. And those are now saved. And then you have 2 options from here. You can either click save and it will bring you back to the My Recipes, or you can click save and go to ingredients. If you click save and go to ingredients, it will automatically bring you to the second step in the process where you can manage the ingredient details just for this list. You can always come back to your recipes so that you can add additional ones. If this list starts to become too long and cumbersome, you can always filter it based on the category or based on the tags that you use within your organization. That's it for now. If you have any questions, always feel free to click the Contact Us button to reach out, and we'll do our best to help. Thanks so much.